you've got to get comfortable, if you're an Alabama fan, with Nate Oats being on everybody's list for all the big jobs when they open up. Because as long as he's at Alabama, because they can't build that arena overnight, as long as he's at Alabama, every time a job opens up that's a big job, his name is going to be on it because he plays an exciting style of basketball. He's a great recruiter. He's a young coach, and he is building a great reputation in college basketball. And my point was going to be that he becomes the first coach in Alabama basketball history that I think you have to be fearful of losing, because Wimp was loyal to Alabama. He wasn't going to go anywhere. And Wimp was uber successful, but he wasn't going anywhere. And before that, I just don't think it mattered.
Well, didn't they lose Sam Newton, though?
They lost Sam Newton to Vanderbilt.
Well, they lost him.
I have
you can crap on Vanderbilt, but they lost him. Okay.
Since I've been in this profession, every Alabama hire I thought was going to end in a firing, except this Nate Oats hire.
Yeah. This is the first time in my professional career of over 30 years, and I think in my lifetime, Sam Newton leaving for Vandy, he did leave for Vandy. Alabama's got a coach that is attractive to big-name programs, to where you've got, like you had to early on with Nick Saban, you've got to worry about, God, I hope they don't. I hope that job doesn't steal our coach.
That's exactly what you want. So, this is a great thing. I mean, now you would like to make the commitment to keep him, because if I'm also an Alabama fan, I think there's no reason our program should be behind anybody's. I mean, I get we don't have the history of Duke or Kentucky or, UCLA or Michigan State or whoever else you want to throw in there, Kansas. I get all that. I mean, if you're going head-to-head with that, that's like when I'm an Alabama football fan, there's nobody that can match my football history. So I get that. I understand that, right? But as an Alabama fan, if I lose a coach because of salary or facilities that I want to keep, we've failed.
We've failed. And that's
right.
And that's the question I got asked yesterday on Lexington radio. We were talking about, Nate Oats. The question was, do Alabama fans love Nate Oats? And I laughed. I said, are you kidding me? And I explained the style of play is exciting. The attendance is back up. Everyone's, all in on basketball. He can recruit his butt off. And I said, but if a job like this was before the Chris Beard firing happened. I said, if a job like Texas opens up, there is concern, that somebody will come and take him. And the question back was, will Alabama do all they can to keep him? Are they willing in basketball to get into an arms race, a money race, to keep a basketball coach like they would a football coach?
Right now, I would say no.
And my answer was, I don't know, because we've never had to see it before.
Yeah. But, I mean, are they digging a hole for that arena right now?
So far, no.
Okay, then the answer is no.
Well, I would bust the shovels out today if I was Greg Byrne. Greg Byrne is a basketball guy.
You keep saying he's got all this money hidden.
Well, they do.
Well, he says they don't.
Their rainy day fund, I can't even imagine. It's like the dragon is laying in gold.
But I go back to this.
He needs to use that shovel to dig up those jars of money.
But if he had that money, why would they not be digging right now? Yeah. He says he doesn't have the money, Lance. He says he doesn't have it.
I don't believe it.
Okay, but why would they not be digging then?
Well, we'll see now.
Well, see, that's my point.
Yeah.
We've never had to witness Alabama putting their money where their mouth is when it comes to a basketball coach. It's never happened before, which is what is fascinating to me about this whole thing is we've had to fend off Texas for Nick Saban back in the day. However much you want to believe it, it happened. And you've had to pay Nick Saban all this money over the years. This is the first time that you've had to say, okay, are we going to defend the fort when it comes to basketball? Are we going to go all in on a guy who can take Alabama to the promised land? Are you going to go all in? You're going to do the facilities, the NIL. We're going to pay him, $5 million a year, $6 million a year. We're going to outbid the Blue Bloods. Are we all in on basketball? It is the day of reckoning at Alabama.
Day of reckoning.
Are you going to be an everything school? Or are you going to be a football school? It is the day of reckoning.